good, fam? Welcome back to Max and Mello's Architects of Soul. Hey, this is episode 10, a major milestone. We are the podcast where we honor the legends who built the foundation for the music we all love, right, Mello? And it feels great to hit double digits. And we could not have done it without you listening.
That's right, Max. Mello in the building.
Holla.
Feeling the vibes and ready to dive deep with all of you. As some of you know us as the co-creators of our music group, Soul of the New Vibe.
That would be us.
And this podcast is our way of sharing the history that inspires our sound. For every artist, knowing your roots is everything.
And that's so true. And what better way to celebrate this milestone, Mello, than by dedicating an entire episode, which we're going to do to a true giant, a foundational architect of the genre, Otis Redding. Wow, his journey and his sound are a timeless blueprint for every soul artist, you know? Mm-hmm. And he's the standard, the benchmark for so much of what we do.
Absolutely, Max. We'll be reflecting on the timeless lessons embedded in his tragically short but monumentally impactful career.
Tragically short is unreally true.
Yeah. We want to show how we and all contemporary artists can learn from his path and apply those teachings to the music we're creating today. It's all about taking those old blueprints and building something new.
You bet.
So get comfortable and then let's get into it.
Yep, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Max and Mello's Architects of Soul. I'm Max Soul, and let's start with a voice that is synonymous with pure, unadulterated emotion. Otis Redding. Wow. His influence on soul music is so profound that it's impossible to talk about the genre without his name coming up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He wasn't just a singer. The guy was an event.
Totally, Max. When you listen to Otis, you're not just hearing a song. You're hearing a story and feeling every single emotion behind it.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, he mastered the art of conveying deep heartache, overwhelming joy, and powerful longing all within a span of one track.
Yeah.
The way he could build from a whisper to a roar is a masterclass in vocal performance.
Truly.
Yeah, and he did roar, Max. I mean, his voice was an instrument of emotion.
You could hear it. You could hear that direct line of influence in so many modern soul artists, from the emotive grit of Leon Bridges to the sophisticated vulnerability of a Celeste, right?
Okay.
They aren't imitating him. They're just channeling that core principle.
For sure. And think about his approach to arrangement. Working with the Stax house band, which was like Booker T and the MGs.
That was.
Yeah. Booker T and the MGs. And they created a sound that was both lean and powerful. His music wasn't cluttered. Every instrument had its purpose.
Yeah, it was a wide field.
Yeah, that was a crucial lesson in musical discipline and the power of a tight, collaborative unit.
They were bad.
They really were. It's about finding your musical family and building a sound together, not just laying down a track alone.
No, they played as a band. That's the great part about being in a band, which we can attest to, at least for ourselves. Yeah. There's nothing more amazing than the communication that happens with your bandmates when you're playing something and everything works. It's just tremendous.
And that Stax sound became the gold standard for a reason. It was a collective effort.
Oh, truly. And his ability to blend the spiritual fervor of the gospel music with the energy of raw R&B, on top of that, it created a completely new kind of sound. And, Otis wasn't about reinventing the wheel. No. But about taking existing influences and making them entirely his own. Well, of course, that's what all of us are trying to do, that are trying to get somewhere in the soul music world today. And this is the great gift for us, right? It's a model for any artist today who's trying to find their unique voice while honoring the roots of their genre. And it's a delicate balance of respecting the past and forging a new path.
Well, that's right. And before we dive deeper, if you're feeling this conversation, if you're vibing with the soul we're laying down,
right,
if you're picking up what we're putting down,
highlight.
Please give this a like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, we do love that.
It helps keeps this conversation going and brings more soulful sounds your way, which we really want to do.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have said it any better myself, Mello. We really appreciate you guys listening, and we hope you will give us a like and a follow. Now, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and talk about Otis's brief but impactful journey and what it teaches us about artistic evolution and the business of music. We'll be right back.
Stick around. Hey, welcome back to the Architects of Soul. So the story of Otis Redding isn't just a creative one. It's it's also a business and life lesson. While he was a creative powerhouse,
He sure was.
but he also learned the importance of navigating the industry. His trajectory shows us the path from an artist hustling on the Chitlin circuit
Right? To
a global phenomenon. Yeah, exactly. He truly became a global phenomenon in a short time.
He was amazing when you think about what he did. You know, it's a key point. His initial big break at Stax came from a place of perseverance and seizing an opportunity. And perseverance is everything in this business. Do not forget
We're
that.
finding that out the hard way.
It wasn't handed to him. He had to be ready, and he had to ask for that chance. That teaches every aspiring artist, Mello, that the value of being prepared and having a relentless work ethic, you can't. You don't wait for permission. You make a way. You knock on every door till it opens for you.
Absolutely.
And you know what? If you knock on a door and it don't open, it ain't going to open.
It's not your door.
That's right.
Exactly.
Period.
And then there's the story of his posthumous hit, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, which actually became his biggest hit.
Yeah, without a doubt. The greatest song of soul. One of the great songs
One of the
soul.
great songs, soul and pop, actually.
Yeah.
The song is so different from its earlier, more energetic tracks. It showed like a new introspective side.
The laid back side, sort of.
Yeah, it's a testament to the fact that an artist's vision can and should evolve. It's a reminder for all of us that growth and change are a natural and necessary part of the creative journey. And don't get stuck in one sound and one style. Allow yourself to grow.
Well, you have to allow yourself to grow. The legacy of artists like Otis truly reminds us of the importance of protecting your work, which we talk about all the time. It is so important you protect your work. While he might not have had the same opportunities as later artists, because obviously his story didn't last quite as long.
His whole career was 5 years.
I know. It was start to finish. And you think about it, that's 5 years is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket.
Well, now, because people don't release things often enough, but back then, people put out 2 albums a year regularly.
Well, yeah, if you wanted to, but you also were on the road regularly trying to earn your living, because if you didn't, you weren't going to eat. You weren't getting to eat that night.
Exactly.
Record royalties weren't the way. You as an artist gave up all of that stuff just to get the deal. Someone else was taking your money until you could be big enough to get it yourself.
Which is another reason why nobody spent more than 2 weeks making an album.
No,
you finished a whole album in 10 days to 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right. Right.
Back out on the road.
If you think about the same opportunities that the later artists or his contemporaries like Sam Cooke, who also had to actively fight for ownership. This highlights
recurring theme, right?
Yeah, it highlights the ongoing struggle for artists to control their own creations. And you go through that today too. Now you've got this whole new thing of we're an independent artist group. We're not backed by a label, which we don't want to be backed by a label. We want to control our own stuff. So in today's environment, we're able to do this and distribute it through distributors. But there's still all this stuff with artificial this and fake streaming and all that stuff that becomes an issue, even that you never even knew about because you're busy trying to create something beautiful, right? And this is a legacy that teaches us that it highlights the landscape of streaming and digital rights and what that lesson is and how critical it is today to understand this.
It's a crucial lesson for today's artists who have more tools now than ever to own their voice and their masters. These giants, like Otis Redding, paved the way by showing us what to fight for.
They did.
We wouldn't have known.
No, we would have no. Again,
we wouldn't have known how the business.
This is the string that we follow.
Yeah, and we keep seeing this common thread through all these stories. It's a crucial lesson for today's artists who have more tools than ever now to own their own voice and their masters.
And we understand that better than anybody.
Exactly, because these giants paved the way. Giants like Otis Redding paved the way by showing us what to fight for.
Truly.
We wouldn't have known.
No, we would not. And the truth is again, this is how we learn.
And their journeys taught us that being a great artist is about more than just the music. It's about being an architect of your own career. There's that word again, architect.
Yeah, architect.
Understanding the business and securing your legacy. That's
the most important things to ever remember, right? If you want to get somewhere and you don't take control of your career and you don't understand the business and you don't know how to secure your stuff, then you're just going to get pulled and pushed and prodded and Rob.
And not in a good way.
No, you lose.
That's something we could all learn from. Absolutely.
You think about the artists who came after him too. It's talking about, back to Otis. So many were influenced by his ability to connect with the audience, which he was amazing at connecting with the audience. And his performances were so full of sweat and passion. A lesson in stage presence. He really could. My mentor Warren Smith played with him, and I got lucky enough to see video of it from back in the day. And he was playing with the Stax boys, and Otis was unreal. And there's my mentor playing congas back there, and I'm just thinking to myself, wow, Otis Redding.
Yeah, that energy is infectious, and it's what separates a performer from a true artist. And you can see it in artists like Amy Winehouse and Michael Kiwanuka.
Kiwanuka, yes.
Who just have the same ability to command the stage and pour their soul out.
Yeah, the lessons in stage presence about giving every ounce of your being to the people in the room. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the ripple effect. We'll be right back.
All right.
Thanks for tuning into Architects of Soul. Our music is waiting for you. Hey, welcome back to Architects of Soul. So, Mello, how do these foundational lessons from Otis Redding and the other Architects of Soul manifest in the music of today? It's not about imitation, right? It's not about imitation, but about influence. It's about the ripple effect that started in Memphis and spread across the world.
Exactly. We see it in the raw emotional power of singers like Leon Bridges, and
who I got the chance to work with, who is everything they say he is.
Okay. And also storytelling in artists like her. They're not trying to be Otis. They're just using that same blueprint of putting their whole soul into a performance. And
sounds like a familiar string, doesn't it?
Yeah. Again, being completely present in the moment. It's that sincerity that connects and that makes the music feel timeless.
Oh, 100%. Booker T and the MGs, today's artists often thrive in creative communities like the Roots, the hip-hop soul scene, or other countless artists in the UK and the European soul scenes who are creating a new sound together. The right collaborators can unlock your best work. And you see that in the collaborative spirit of modern soul.
I see that in Soul of the New Vibe, because working in collaboration with what we're doing, that's my best work as well.
Thank you. There's nothing better than the connection that we've established, and I think that's why we're doing this.
Finally doing my best work at this
I know.
age.
Mother, I told you that we could do this, but just didn't think we'd get this old.
Yeah, sonny, I didn't think we'd get there.
Certainly.
But the constant evolution of the genre is a direct result of these lessons. Soul is no longer just one sound.
No, not one sound.
It's a feel. It's a feeling. It's a sensibility. We got neo soul. You got alternative soul,
retro soul,
jazz influenced soul,
soul.
Okay, soul to soul,
Max soul,
okay,
Mello
soul. Artists are taking that core authenticity and pushing it into new sonic territories.
Right.
And they're honoring the past by building a new future, just like we're trying to do with Soul of the New Vibe.
And boy, it's a beautiful lineage. The courage, the absolute courage Otis had to be so emotionally exposed and to perform for diverse audiences. It's a lesson that inspires a generation of artists to be unafraid to be themselves, which is the key. Being yourself. Don't let someone make you into something else. It's about breaking down barriers, just like Otis did at the Monterey Pop Festival. And he made soul music accessible to a whole new world. So the word pop could even be added to it.
Yeah, his tragic passing, right as he was evolving his sound, is a powerful reminder to cherish the creative process.
Yeah, because you never know when the light goes out.
You just don't, and you just never prepared. And it teaches us that every song and every performance is a precious moment.
Tomorrow is not gifted to anyone.
Remember that. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into the roots of soul and the new vibe it's creating, please give this a like and subscribe for more episodes of Max and Mello's Architects of Soul.
We sure appreciate the love and the support. We really do. Now, we're going to bring it on home, close out this soulful conversation, and come back and wrap up episode 10. We'll be right back.
This sulfur conversation?
Sure, conversation.
Welcome back to Architects of Soul. So as we wrap up episode 10, it's clear that the lessons from Otis Redding and the other giants of soul are as relevant today as they were in the 60s.
Oh, my God, yes.
They taught us that music is a universal language, that authenticity is key, and that the hustle is a necessary part of the creative journey.
That hustle is everything, because if you ain't willing to hustle, that shit ain't coming to you, no
Every
matter
day I'm hustling,
what you
yes.
do. They showed us.
Yeah.
This stuff shows us the importance of not just the sound, but also the stories behind the songs, which is why we're doing this. Think about it. They were the pioneers who not only created timeless art, but navigated the complexities of an evolving industry, which is all fodder for our lives today as we do the same thing. And there's this roadmap that we got for our own careers that is laid out for us by the greats, and I mean the greats. I mean, it's a responsibility that we share, right, to carry forward to the next generation.
Yeah, and that legacy is the fire that we all carry.
Oh my God, yes.
It's our responsibility to keep that flame
Feel
alive.
the heat, baby.
Yeah, and we got to honor their contributions and continue to push the boundaries of what soul music can be. We have to be the next generation of architects building on their incredible foundation.
That's right. You know, here's the funny thing, though. When we first started this, we thought we'd see all sorts of different paths that each one of these architects took. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We never really expected that they all took essentially the same path to where they wanted to go, right? They had the same mindset without knowing each other or knowing the secrets to get them to where they wanted to be. Just a stubborn willingness not to give up.
That's the common thread, and I love that message. I don't ever want to forget it.
And you should not.
That's why we're here today, talking about these architects.
Well, you better believe it.
They present themselves throughout the timeline that we follow as we try to advance ourselves.
That's right, in sharing the music and in fostering the history and respect for those architects.
And we create art and aspire to break down those barriers.
That's right, in a very, very tough time, right, for independent artists.
And for music in general, really.
Oh, it's totally a tenuous time. And just as they did back in the day when they were told they couldn't, they did.
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly.
And so now we and our fellow artists of today's soul aspire to do the same.
That's right. No matter where you are in this game,
No matter.
there's a chance for you to believe in you.
You said, that's right. Believe in yourself and believe in your greatness, for no one will believe in you.
Until you do.
That's right.
You
Until you believe in you.
Exactly. You
So-
can't sell it if you're not buying it.
Right. So sing, play, write, and record. Make your art for you first, then get the rest to follow.
It's not easy, but if it was, everybody would do it.
That's right. And the pond is pretty full as it is. So make it count for you, like the architects have shown us to do. So next week, we're going to change up a little and start to talk about some of the musicians that help create this music we live and breathe called soul.
They were incredibly, indelibly important to that bed that sat underneath the melody and those voices.
Voices like yours, my friend. So remember, it's about being an artist who's rooted in the past, but always looking to the future. And we want you all, as we do at the end of every show, to just remember this.
Keep that soul fire burning, protect your sound, nurture your creativity, own your voice, and remember the lessons from the giants who came before. And yes, protect your masters and seek out wise mentors who can guide you on your journey. And until next we meet anyway.
Peace and soul, y'all.